So hello everybody, you're all very welcome here to our webinar being hosted by the college that I teach really. My name is David Mernin and I'm a student on the BA in Outdoor Learning here in the college. As well as being a student on the course, I also work in the youth work sector as an outdoor learning coordinator for Crosscare Youth Services in Dublin. I have been working in the youth work sector over the past 2 years as part of Crosscare's outdoor learning team. And previous to that, I have several years experience working in the public outdoor education sector as well as some private adventure centres. Today, I'm going to present a virtual poster with an aim to highlight the use of dramaturgy as an approach to youth work in Ireland. So what is dramaturgy? The term dramaturgy comes from the area of TV, film and theatre and has a meaning of the art of theatrical production. In outdoor learning terms, it's a Czech Republic experiential learning method that utilises the selection and time order of activities that aim to reach the maximum educational effect. It offers a holistic approach that takes into account role play and theatre and centres on creativity and imagination for physical, emotional and social development. It follows principles that create opportunity for personal and social development through areas such as experimenting, feedback and exploring social diversity, among others. You can see these others on the screen here in front of us. Dramaturgy has a creative and holistic approach, and it also acknowledges planned learning as well as teachable moments and learning that happens throughout an authentic activity or experience. Programme objectives are deliberately kept broad and programmes and activities are flexible. That flexibility allows participants agency with regards to the direction the course takes, but also provides opportunity to the facilitator to change the programme as the needs of the participants are observed and become clear. You can see on this image some of the areas and activities that dramaturgy approaches. Youth Work in Ireland has identified 7 key areas for personal and social development, and Youth Work itself centres on helping young people realise their potential and become well-rounded contributing citizens. The 7 areas identified link very closely to the objectives of dramaturgy. Youth work is based on voluntary participation from young people and endeavours to be participant-led and centred, which falls in line with the dramaturgy OL approach. So through my engagement with the topic, I found lots of common ground between youth work and dramaturgy. Through my readings and through my gained knowledge of the subject, I'm now of the belief that providing teamed programs with flexible objectives and utilising planned and unplanned learning fits well with the informal youth work approach. I also believe that programs that involve creativity and imagination, that centre on emotional, social and physical activity, underpinned by the dramaturgy OL principles, can enhance opportunity for positive outcomes in the 7 key areas of personal social development identified by Youth Work in Ireland. Some challenges that I've identified to my practice by incorporating dramaturgy into my practice. The first thing that stood out to me was that the young people I work with, as well as many youth workers and teachers around the country, perceive outdoor learning as adventure sport participation. That perception or that view would definitely make some challenges in getting people to bite into dramaturgy as an approach. Program design can be quite complex as it needs to be teamed, especially when you couple it with my lack of training on the subject. Another area of challenge would be the self-consciousness of young people around leaving their comfort zones, especially with the peer pressure and fear of consequence of making a fool of themselves in front of other participants. So to incorporate it into my future practice, I'll first need to familiarise myself with course designing of that kind. That could be done through collaboration with existing drama and music groups within Crosscare Services by hooking in with the youth workers that run those clubs and groups. I'd have a wealth of knowledge, or a well of knowledge to draw from. Through gaining a better understanding of it, I could perhaps hold some events that incorporate it. One idea would be a dramaturgical outdoor learning festival over a couple of days or over a weekend, or perhaps maybe incorporated into existing outdoor learning festivals that we run over the summer months. So that's my take on dramaturgy outdoor learning from my own personal practice. I'd like to thank you very much for logging onto our webinar. And maybe there's something that you can take away from this presentation that would encourage you to get creative with your own practice. Thanks very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.